TRS's World! Welcome back to another episode of TRS's World. I am the Redstone scientist, TRS, and today we are back on TRS's World. Obviously, as the name suggests, you may or may not recognize this area. This is the Guardian Temple, and you can see we got a few Guardians swimming around in there. I still have to take out a couple of the Elder Guardians. I'm not entirely sure that I finished that. And I believe I've hit every room. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. Obviously, I took the entire thing out, and I mined out everything down to bedrock, and then covered all the bedrock with a bottom stone slab. And let me tell you guys, this took ages. Man, absolutely ages. If you want to see me conquer the Ocean Monument, check out the previous episode of TRS's World, which will be in the description as always. Yeah, but anyway, I'm ready to build a Guardian farm. Now, there was something actually really interesting that was happening. I don't know if I expressed it in an episode or not, but I've been very unhappy with the rates of our slime farm. And what's so funny about that is during the time I was digging this out, turns out there may even be more than one, but there's at least one slime chunk in here. And it's absolutely insane how much slime I got. Like, I got more slime just from digging this out than I have from all of the time playing in the world with the slime farm in there. That was one of the first projects we did, the slime farm. Anyway, I found a new channel recently. That's XMistaBeastX. Oh, that was bad. And I highly recommend you guys check out his channel. Link will be in the description. But we're going to be using a lot of his designs for things. I wasn't really sure how to go about making a design, and I watched his video. It's got, like, everything you need to know about how to make a Guardian farm, but we're actually going to be using his design that he made on their server, Minerva, I think it's... Oh, man, that was... Ugh, great. Okay, but... this is going to be a pain to get back up there. Okay, well, as I'm pillaring, I can tell you that the only question really for me, obviously, was what blocks to build it out of, which is sort of just dictated by what's available to us, I think. And, okay, I hear mobs, and I haven't heard them before. I don't normally play with headphones, so obviously there's some more cave lighting up that I have to do, but that can be done off camera. Anyway, as I was saying, the only other question was whether to use the two wide walls, which supposedly probably allow for more pack spawning to happen, or whether to go with the one wide walls, which allow for supposedly more spawning spaces. But according to MrBeast in his video, he said that any testing that people have done does not seem to indicate that either one is better than the other. So, the Guardian farm goes from Y39 to 60-something, I don't remember. But anyway, they can spawn as low as 39, I believe. So, just to be safe, we're going to put the fence gates at level... We're actually going to put them where that glass is, so at level 41. Now, according to MrBeast, it's best if you build these as low to the ground as possible, because when the game starts checking for spawning spaces, it actually starts from the bottom of the chunk and works its way up. I've never heard that before, but I have no reason not to trust him. But anyway, guys, I'm going to start placing down some of these fences and some of this sea lantern goodness. And yeah, I will be back with you in a minute. So remember when I said I was going to start working on that? Yeah, so I've only done this. It's proving to be far more difficult than I thought it would be, and I forgot to get some, like, scaffolding blocks, because I forgot that you need to actually place these on a block. You can't just, like, place them next to each other, which I think is a major flaw. Yeah, and then you have to break the blocks afterwards, so this kind of stinkaroos. But, yeah, I guess I'll keep working. Alright guys, so believe it or not, I have used up all of the sea lanterns that I got from the temple. Like, from the temple itself. So, I didn't craft a single sea lantern yet, and I have barely any actual drops. I've sort of been throwing them out because I figured, you know, I'll have enough from the Guardian farm. These are all of the sea lanterns that I got from the temple, which I think is kind of surprising. I mean, I was expecting there to be a lot more. It was like 64 and almost half a stack, which is not a lot. You can see there's missing there, and I left spaces for it, but this should give you a good idea of what the pattern is that we're using. Now, if you still don't know, if you have no idea what's going on here, basically, all these fence gates are going to be open. I'm going to open them all at the end so they're all facing the same way and look all nice and pretty. And they're going to be open so that entities like me, but also specifically guardians, can fall through them. But it will also block the water that's going to be above here, which is going to be the spawning chamber. Now, because the spawning algorithm needs walls or needs actual blocks to start, you need to have these walls here. That's why you can't just have a big thing of water, because the spawning algorithm is designed so that they're more likely to spawn near the walls of the temple, in other words. So that's why we're doing this, and these are going to be 5 high with orange glass. Now, I know that may be a little bit of a bold move with the orange glass against the blue, but I think it's going to look really cool. I think it's going to sort of look like a crystal lattice almost, looking at it from the top, which is, I think, where we're going to be AFKing. But anyway, on the way back, yeah, I don't know, it's been a long day. I'm recording this extremely late, and oh, good, it went over. I'm recording this extremely late at night. Well, for me, I mean, it's 8 o'clock, but I don't usually record this late. And I'm trying to get this out for tomorrow, so I have a long night ahead of me of editing. These episodes take a long time to make. But yeah, I'm sorry there hasn't been an episode recently. I've just been super, super busy. Been going on vacation. Been doing my on-site training for the... if you guys haven't been keeping up with me on Twitter, at Professor TRS, I talk a lot about behind-the-scenes stuff, but also, I'm going to be teaching this summer in, 3 weeks. For 5 weeks in a row, I'm going to be teaching at a summer camp, and I'm going to be teaching adventure map making in Minecraft. So, I'm going to be teaching stuff like resource packs, command blocks, mods, even though I'd prefer not to, and game design in general, and it's really, really exciting. Because, I'm actually going to get paid to do it, so it's super exciting. I cannot wait to start, but on the way back, I do want to talk to you about a dilemma that I've been having. And we're going to go into a testing world a little bit later in the episode to take a look at what I have so far. But, also, I just noticed that the item tooltip appears after you go through the nether. There are going to be a lot of chests. I haven't finished counting them all yet, but I will show you later in the episode just how many they're going to be. And a lot of chests means a lot of hoppers. Now, I've worked on my super sorter design that I made back in 2014. That was one of my first videos, my first ever tutorial. Link will be in the description. And it was really, not good. It was as compact as I could make it, and I was sort of stumped. I totally forgot to use ice streams in that video, but anyway. Mista Beast helped me, he showed me another design for the 2-item sorting system where the chests are flush with the wall, and it uses far fewer hoppers, which is good. But the thing is, chests are also still tile entities and cause lag. They don't cause nearly as much lag as hoppers, but, it's still something. And so, there are just going to be so many lag causers in the room. Of course, it's going to be in the north branch. You guys haven't seen what's behind here yet. Do we literally put the sorting system right on the other side of this wall? Or do I make a super fast travel mechanism, either an elytra launcher or, entity collision thing, or, there are translocation, there are all sorts of different methods of fast travel. Do I make a fast travel thing to go into unloaded chunks so that when we're in the sorting system, only the sorting system is loaded, and when we're outside the sorting system doesn't get loaded. So that would, allow us to do a lot more work in here with less lag. And during a live stream, we worked on implementing a design that I made, and also improving a design over here. And this is a really, really cool design. I really like this, what we came up with here. It's not perfect, and it definitely needs some improvements. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions about how to improve this design. We worked on it for a long time in the live stream. I realized that we needed sea lanterns to continue lighting up this area, because it actually wasn't enough light, which surprised me. So the sea lanterns on the side, I don't really like. I really like the yellow glass on the side. Now, obviously, there are going to be chests behind it, so it's not going to connect, which is going to look a lot better. Then I realized, oh shoot, there's no room for crafting tables in this design. So I put some here just for now. We'll figure out where we want to put them later. If you guys have any suggestions about this design, please, please, please let me know. I also have no plans for the roof as of right now, but I have planned out the layout of the entire sorting system, which we will take a look at a little later. But just to show you guys this design, I'm really excited about this, and obviously it uses a lot of prismarine stuff. Now, people in the live stream ask me, why aren't you using this for, like, the Guardian Farm item sorting? Man, the pistons are lagging. Why aren't you using this in the Guardian item farm, or the Guardian sorter? And my response was, well, hello. Because I really like... That's never happened before. I've never had a mob in here. I really like those blocks, and I think they work really well as a sorting system, and that's what It's very important that you love your design of the sorting system, the aesthetics, because you're going to be spending most of your time in there. So, yeah, that's my response to that. I'm leaning more toward the side of actually just putting the system right here in the base and dealing with whatever lag we get, because... especially since we're going to be doing stuff with non-stackable item sorting, and also multi-item sorting. I mean, there's just a whole mishmash of stuff we're going to be working on back there. My feeling is, it's going to take a long time for items to go from the very beginning of the ice stream all the way to the end to the unsortable chests. I feel like it's going to take such a long time, we need to have it loaded. Otherwise, when we come over there, items are still going to be going through, and I don't really want that. So I think we're just going to have to suck it up and put it back there. We'll go into a testing world in a little bit, like I said, but I don't believe... I'm pretty sure those were all of the sea lanterns that I had before. I'd like to... I guess I need to set up a little makeshift design, right, in order to get enough sea lanterns to finish up making the thing, right? I can work a little bit on getting the sea lanterns, but while I do that, I'm going to show you guys a clip of the testing world. So, I will see you in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back, and this is my testing world here. You can see we're getting a lot of lag just because I have a lot of item frames that are loading in, or rather are being rendered right now. And we can see here, this is the layout for the entire sorting system. I guess this is probably going to be it, right? I mean, I'm pretty set on this. So let me explain what's going on here. I have all of these things color-coded. These are the different branches of the sorting system. Now, one of the things about my sorting system, I want it to be unique, as I discussed in, I think 2 episodes ago. And there are going to be a couple of mechanics that I feel like are just no-brainers, but I've actually never seen it done in a sorting system before, which I'm really surprised about, actually. But we'll get to that later. But the point is that it is a huge sorting system, and there are a lot of places for the items to flow in the water streams, right? It especially down here, this is unstackable sorting, in order to get through it. So it's going to take a while for items to get to the end of this, so we want this place to stay loaded as much as possible, but at the same time, it's going to cause a lot of lag. Let's just take a look here. So the white represents hallway, the building blocks are the purple, and that's going to be 365 double chests. This is actually not even including the chests that will be involved in the... this is not including hoppers or the chests that will be involved in the sorting system. I'm replacing some hoppers with chests to save on lag. But 365 double chests of items. Redstone is included later. Valuables, that's the light blue, is 78 double chests. Yellow, which is colored blocks, is 377 double chests. Then we have miscellaneous decor and utilities, that's 75 double chests, that includes the redstone actually. Then we have plants and crops, that's pink, 81 double chests. Then we have the red, mob drops and other items, 162 double chests, and I don't even know how many chests we're going to be using for unstackable sorting. I would imagine not that many. I'd imagine somewhere around the same amount that miscellaneous decor and utilities used, which is 75. Somewhere around there, I would guess. And then the coarse dirt is aesthetic filler, so that we have room to put the redstone. And by the way, all of those give us a total number of 1,138 double chests that have items in them to be sorted. So in actuality, oh man, I'm going to do math on camera. That's going to be 2,276, right? Yeah, that's it. 2,276 single chests. So you can imagine all of that, plus I think there's going to be like one chest added here and there for the sorting system, or, the redstone, but that's a lot of chests, and my game's like just from these item frames. There are 440 some item frames here, and that's just insane. By the way, I'm in 1.10, so hopefully when Optifine comes out, my
for 1.10, the frames will be a lot better for me, especially since I'm recording also. But anyway, yeah, we can see here that we enter with the building blocks, then you can go to the left for your valuables. On the right is going to be, what does this represent? This is plants and crops, right? And, one of the things I was saying, right, I never finished that thought, is that this isn't going to sort every single item in the game, but it's going to come close. It's been done before, right? And I don't need every single item in the game sorted. I need most of them, though. Because basically the idea of this sorting system is, unless I'm going to be doing something that requires absolutely insane numbers of a certain block, no matter what project I'm doing, this will suffice for enough storage. Because there are going to be at the very least, 2 double chests of each item, and most of the time, it's going to be 5 or more double chests of each item. So, yeah, there's a lot of room here. And over here, we've got the colored blocks that come off this. So that's why this is in the main hallway here, because first we start with the building blocks, then we go to the color blocks. I just think these things make sense together. The valuables maybe should go over here, and we should switch these two. We should switch this one and this one, but I guess I could do that another time. And over here we've got the... what does green represent? This is decor and utilities, and on the wall here we've got some multi-item sorting for redstone, as well as all the utility blocks in the center there. On the right, I know the colors don't make any sense. Red should be redstone and so forth. We have mob drops and all the other items that didn't really fit anywhere. And then finally we have as much space as we want for unstackable item sorting, because we don't know how that's going to be laid out yet. I haven't figured that out, but I just basically said, you know what, have at it with the rest of the room that I have. So that's why I put it at the end there. It's also going to take up the most room. But that is the plan for the sorting system. I can show you all of that, obviously, when we make it. But that's a lot of chests. So I'm leaning toward the side of just sucking it up and putting it right in the base, and it'll always be loaded. But at the same time, I want to be able to not get lag in the base. But let me know what you think in the comments section. All right, back to TRS's world. Oh man, you guys, this is already way faster than I thought it was going to be. I was not expecting this to be fast at all. So if you were unclear about what I was just doing, let me explain. So I'm basically, for a number of reasons. For one thing, I wanted to see if I had the Guardians spawning correct, and just like, if I make sure I did everything. But Guardians are spawning, and they're why is that guy stuck? I think he's trying to swim into the glass. And I guess he despawned. I'm pretty dang low. The mobs probably would despawn. I obviously couldn't AFK for the whole farm down here. But anyway, for one thing, to make sure it worked, but I basically just built a cobblestone wall around this whole thing, what I had built so far, so that we could make a makeshift little Guardian farm, just so we could get enough crystals and shards in order to craft enough sea lanterns to fill the whole thing. And, it's kind of crazy, just getting sea lanterns in order to get sea lanterns. It's pretty insane. But, that's the way this game goes sometimes. But anyway, basically the first thing I did was I built up
well, I don't remember what order I did it in. I don't remember what order you saw it in, but I basically built up the glass so that we had the walls like they're actually going to be. The cobblestone obviously is not going to be the block we use to surround it. It's probably going to be blue glass, just like the borders going down to the bottom of the ocean. But it's like there are not that many spawning spaces up there. I mean, it's just like from there to there. I surrounded the whole thing in cobblestone because I thought I was going to have enough glass to build walls over there, but I didn't have enough. So, I mean, I'm really impressed with. I mean, it's slow, but it's a very small farm. I'm very pleased with this, and I bet if I get a little bit closer, the rates would be even better. Yeah, but anyway, it occurs to me that I completely forgot to mention how I decided to clear out the temple and how I decided to mine this whole thing out. And if you haven't already figured it out, I basically use dispensers with lava in them, and they're spaced apart just right so that the lava falls to the ground and spreads out perfectly so that every single block space has lava on it. So all the water turns into smooth stone, and I mine out any of the prismarine blocks that are left over. And then you just keep mining down layer by layer, activating and deactivating the lava. And it's not the best method. It's not the most efficient method. It takes a long time for the lava to fall. But honestly, it's the most resource-friendly method. Because otherwise, you have to use, like, sand and gravel to, like, fill the whole thing up, to drain the water, or use sand and gravel to put it into sections so that you can then use the sponge, and then you gotta spend the time to, smelt the sponge back into the wet sponge back into dry sponge, and it's just a big pain. And while this was a pain too, I like it better than some of the other methods, and I decided not to go for a fancy method, just do the dispenser trick, and it worked pretty well. Another thing I forgot to mention, I was mentioning about the slime farm, or how this was sort of acting like a slime farm. I'm gonna try and see if we can put a slime farm. We can integrate a slime farm into this place, because, I mean, we dug out a perimeter, right? Or not a whole perimeter, but we dug out a huge amount of space, and, the rates are going to be really good because of it, so make it toggleable, because obviously when it's active, we'll get much lower rates in the Guardian farm, but, yeah, let's try and see what would happen if we went up a little more. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's a smart idea. I realize this episode not a lot has really happened, and I apologize for that. I'm recording this, trying to get this entire episode done in the course of just a few hours, and that's usually not the way I do it. I usually, TRS's World episodes can take up to like a week, or at least a couple of days. So I'm sorry that not a lot happened in this episode, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. Yeah, you know what? I think we should end it. Unfortunately, that really is all I have time for. It's 10:43 right now, and I have to get this video edited and uploaded and annotated and all that good stuff before I go to bed, and I have to get up early for work tomorrow. So that's fun. Yeah, alright. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, or better yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the jam-packed description for more science. I will see you next time, and of course, thanks for watching.